Okay, I think we're live. Okay, I think we're live. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, Grace. I was not able to check in on the Thorpes yesterday. Ruby streamed. Bethadone had a couple really good streams. The Jedi had a fun stream. It was a pretty decent day for our favorite streamers. Vinny Slugga's donut video was yesterday, but that was in the morning. I think we already talked about that. But anyway, today, incredible. So this is primetime number 60, right? Which means that we're almost 2/3 of the way through the show. I think there are 97 episodes. So we're going to be 60 out of 97 down. And this is the Christmas episode. So if you're just checking in to see what we're doing today, today's Thursday, so it's prime time. Tomorrow we'll have old school Memphis Wrestling, 1987. Saturday is Boyd Watch, and then off till Monday. But this is the Christmas episode of Prime Time. I want to get right into it. I can't wait. Caroling.
CSC Television Studios, chestnuts roasting in a microwave. It's our primetime Christmas spectacular, starring
When I was getting the thumbnail, I noticed this video, this interview goes on a long time. I had to get way past it to get a thumbnail of anything else.
the Polish princess Carolyn Lee. Plus, we go shopping for a Christmas tree at Zasky Christmas Tree Farms.
What's up,
And
South to West?
Christmas caroling with Ted Nowak.
That's true. 1993, I would have been 14. Uh-oh, look at these characters.
Billy Bellina and company. So get ready for the most festive and entertaining Christmas show on television.
Boo, Doug. Remember how anti-Doug Locke the last episode was?
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. This is our annual Christmas show. And hey, you can see our twig Santas around us here. And I guess in the old days, twig Santas, or poor Santas as they were called, they were so poor, all they could give
Imagine Genie singing like "Oh Holy Night" or something like that.
away was twigs. Well, my first guest on the program won't have that problem. She's the perfect guest for any time throughout the years. It's Christmas with her, with all of the glitz. It's Carolyn Lee,
Glitz.
the Polish princess. Well, Carolyn, welcome back to the big program. We're here at home with the princess, and you're just lounging around.
Look at her
Don't sit on your glasses.
table
I
scape.
know, George. 18 pairs since January.
18 pairs.
Yeah, these are my, I have some with rhinestones, but I totaled them out.
These are your behind-the-scenes glasses.
These are my real behind-the-scenes glasses. But just in case the phone rings so I can hear it, I'll put my glasses on.
Glasses to hear the phone.
Yeah, no, this is really bad. But just for an emergency, George. But you're not going to have me read anything, are you?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good.
We'll have a few speeches later on in the show.
Okay. So it's nice to have you here at my home again.
Yes.
It's been a while since you've been here.
Look at George's
We're
shot here.
exclusively the only
He's got it framed really nice so that he comes up in the mirror.
television program allowed behind the scenes here with the princess.
This is true. This is a very, very private estate. Although it's not so private right now, we've got Greyhound buses coming up the road, and I live on the cul-de-sac.
And it's a dead end here.
Yeah, it's becoming a tourist attraction. I wonder if the musical note fence and the lit notes on the house and everything has anything to do with
You
it.
blend right in with the neighborhood, don't you?
Plus the motorhome, 35 feet long, that says Carolyn Lee all over it, But yeah, it's becoming a little bit of a tourist attraction, but it's nice.
Well, Greyhound bus now.
Carolyn Lee,
It helps
tourist
pay the
attraction.
bills, right?
Definitely keep those buses coming. That's my motto. But I didn't mean up the street. I meant that shows,
Now, what has happened to you?
Oh, it's been, George, it's been something. It's been unique.
Now, what kind of a bus was it that hit your concrete piano?
Oh, that wasn't a bus.
I think George views Carolyn Lee the same way that I view Grace, as this penultimate artist. You know what I mean?
That was a little van Well, little van. That van's gone. Do you know I have this 3-ton concrete piano that rests on
Yes,
Route 6?
we've talked about that
Oh yeah, he has like yeah. He always has like a reverence when he's around the Polish princess.
hundreds of times.
Right, and it's become a tourist attraction in New England, believe it or not, and it's become a landmark after all the fighting and everything. And I was away down the Cape trying to get a few days R&R at the beach.
R&R?
R&R. I thought it meant rest and relaxation, but it
Not with the
wasn't.
grandkids.
Yeah, I went down with the grandkids, right, in the motorhome, camping for a few days, and get my bearings back, because I just came back from Poland, as you know. I played there. We'll talk about that later. So I come home into the office, and I thought, and I'm saying to myself, my piano, I'm rested. I know I'm not overtired. My piano is not straight. It's like moved. I went to the piano. Oh my gosh, the carpeting is a different color, about 8 inches, right? Well, come to find out, somebody creamed my piano. They moved all the 3 tons of concrete.
Somebody utilized 8 inches to cream her piano.
The bottom.
Now the van went right up on this,
Jumped. We're set back 10 feet off the highway.
and the piano's on this huge pedestal.
They got
That's right,
Doug Locke at the
platform goes up
piano.
about 2 feet on big 3 tons of concrete blocks underneath there. It's carpeted red, which now is carpeted green. We just redid it. And the piano is set on top of that, another 3 tons. And the van just jumped the curb, and I mean, I don't know how he got out of this with just a broken leg, because he literally moved 6 tons of concrete. But that, that was bad enough. I'm very happy that's all he got out of it was, But I never thought we'd ever do this, okay? And so now I have to call his insurance company. And when I call him and said,
How do you report a claim for a 6-ton concrete piano?
very carefully. I had to choose my words very carefully. And, when I called him, I said, you're insured, just hit my piano on the highway and moved 3 tons of concrete. And he says, well, what was the piano doing out in the parking lot? I says, well, it's 3 tons of concrete. And he says, can you run this by me one more time? He says, Jack, pick up the phone, please. And I had to explain that. So I said, look, I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to send you right up on the piano, because as you know, this was supposed to be at the Liberace Museum. I mean, it's priceless. And I said, if I told you the value of it, I said, if I were you, I'd settle this claim very quickly, because the more I think about it, the more you're going to pay. The more I see hairline fractures in this piano. And so I proceeded to send them a big packet about the piano and everything. And of course, every time, they were very, very nice about it, but it was like the joke in the office, Well, I have so-and-so's claim, and, we have to settle on the 3-ton concrete piano.
How did they appraise this piano? Did they send the guy out?
Sounds like an insurance
right,
scam.
Yes, they did. And of course, he probably laughed all the way down there. But when he saw it, I guess,
I mean, where does one gain experience in appraising concrete
he had
pianos?
to take my word for it. And of course, the value of the piano itself had been listed in several news articles. So I did have a copy of the news articles. He knew the value. And I mean, what we settled, I was very fortunate. The person who moved the piano in was the one who was going to have to take it off the platform, recarpet, put all new bricks underneath, and then hoist the piano down again. Because if this had a hairline fracture, and if it was dropped the wrong way, it would just, oh my gosh, my piano would be just in shambles. I mean, it was an unbelievable experience. But it's done.
What?
It's done.
That just seems like so much work for a concrete piano.
It's out of your life. It's behind you.
Behind me right now. I have a feeling we haven't heard the end of this piano yet. But no, it is all, yes, behind me. And now it's ready for tourists again.
Well, you had a broken taillight on your car when you showed up today, so I didn't know if you backed into it yourself.
My poor Lincoln, somebody I was minding my own business like I always am, George. In my parking lot, I was
And they couldn't
stopped.
see you. You're lit up. You're electric.
I know. I was stopped. I backed out of the parking place. I was just shifting to go into drive. I was coming home for dinner, and bang, another big van.
I checked my algorithm, and it's got a video of a girl being thrown out of McDonald's. What's up, Joe Shabatoni? Alexa, record!
Right into me and totals out my whole Lincoln back. So it's been a real rough and hit Carolyn what?
Vinny truly is blossoming as an artist. That night, the like low light stream with like the train where his dad was panicking over the trains, that was really great. I thought anyway.
All happened in like July.
And he filmed the strangers at the donut shop. He didn't turn the camera off.
Yeah,
No, August
it was
does.
a whole
Time
summer.
flies when you're having fun. I don't know. I've lost track
A
of
whole
them.
summer of run-ins with Van.
It was, you know. But anyway, the car is being fixed this weekend. Hopefully, if I can stay home long enough to get it down there. You know.
Well, you have such a busy schedule.
Yeah, you know, I'm so happy. Lots of things are happening. I just got a call yesterday that one of my shows in Florida is almost sold out. And next May in New Jersey, that one's just about, no, next April in New Jersey, that one's just about.
And Vinny cursed for the first time that I remember anyway on the Spunky Dunker stream.
About sold out, one of them. And I'm just so happy. Keep those buses coming. Thank you. So anyway.
So you run bus tours to all your shows?
Well, yeah, senior groups, a lot of groups, op groups, divorce groups. I mean, we don't care what kind of groups. But anyway, buses of people, you know, come. And it's just wonderful.
Sold out performances.
I know.
Everywhere you go.
I know.
Now, I understand you have a few musicians from our Springfield.
Oh, and also I just want to take 1 second. If you're a member and you haven't checked out the Boit Watch Ultra Deep Cut video that I posted, I recommend it if you like the Boit Watch stuff. It's a random phone call that someone recorded, and they uploaded it. When it came into my algorithm, it had 0 views after 2 days. But it takes a little bit to get going, but if you stick with it, it's a really interesting phone call.
Area.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have Greg Caputo.
Yes, I have Greg on drums.
Now,
and he's
Greg, in his high school yearbook, you know what he wanted to do for a career? His aspirations?
I have no idea.
He wanted to become an IBM salesman.
Oh, my. I'm glad
Look
he
what he's
didn't.
doing now. He's performing with the princess.
I know, and you know, he's pretty funny because he does quite a few things. One of the first jobs he was on with me, he's fairly new with me. What happened was, this is a cute story I have to tell you.
Hey, Jay
We
Demi.
were playing New Jersey outside of Atlantic City, and they were refurbishing the pool area. This is funny. You know,
I'm not drinking water for health reasons. I'm just out of
we couldn't go in
soda.
the pool area, and they had signs on the door, acid in use, do not disturb. Well, I'm traveling in my motorhome from all the way from Atlantic City. We're going to Edison, New Jersey, which is almost on the New York-Connecticut line. And as we're going through all these toll booths, we always have cars that are staring at us and stuff because of the lettering and stuff like that. But all the cars are pointing
Neon
at us.
leopard or
No,
neon
I don't drive
cheetah?
that. I'm not allowed. And every time cars would go by, they're laughing and they're pointing. He took a sign
Or
off
what
the
is
window,
that,
put it on
actually?
the back of my motorhome, acid and used to not disturb.
I thought it was animal print, but I don't think it actually is. It looks like a bunch of eyeballs.
And we're going through all these toll booths on the Jersey Pike, you know, the New Jersey, you know, the Parkway and everything.
You know, the
And
Pike.
I said, why is everybody laughing? And, you know, I wanted to kill him. So that's the story of Greg. Yeah. That's me.
I understand there was another incident with a cucumber.
Huh?
Cucumber. You know, they pulled so much stuff out of me. Oh, they put it in as a microphone?
So George says, can you tell us the story about the cucumber? And she says, the cucumber, oh, they pull a lot of things out of me.
Is that what it was? Yeah, I went to get my microphone, and we're setting up for the show where we do sound checks in the morning and not really rehearsals anymore because the show's really
This
tight.
is your gold microphone.
Well, this is my gold microphone, and I go in the case. That's right. I think Chet Dragon had something to do with that one. Nobody admits to this thing, right? And I went to get my gold microphone, and I didn't even look in the case. I just put my hand in, and it felt funny, and there was this green cucumber instead of my gold mic. And this is 24 karat gold, this microphone. Well, needless to say, I almost freaked out, you know, and I said, who did this?
That's what she said.
The innocent little boys that work with me, right? Not me.
Nobody else,
Not
right?
me. Yeah, you know, so that's right. We have Chet Dragon out your way. Then I have Joe Kosek from New York.
Chet Dragon.
Plays. And who else do we have out your way? I guess that's about it. The rest
Kenny
of them
Morey?
from my... Oh, I can't forget.
How could you forget?
How
He
can
calls
I forget
himself
him?
the Lone Ranger.
A Ranger, I know. I think he's so cute. And he's really, he's just a great guy. I mean, I have just the greatest, and they're a lot of fun to travel with. You know, you have to remember, a production company like mine, my show is a production.
Oh,
And we
boy.
need 15 people to go on the road to put this on, from wardrobe
Between
mistress.
the costume changes. And
That's right.
Leave
And
those
memorabilia
decisions to
sales
the
and
critics,
showing
ma'am.
No.
playing
And road man.
picnic area somewhere.
That's exactly, you know. So it's very difficult when you go on the road for a week or more than that, and if you don't have people you're comfortable with. You know, they can be the greatest musicians in the world, but after the show is done, you're actually living with these people. We're living together, and you know. But I have a great sense of humor, thank God, and they are very funny to be with. Keep me on my toes.
I see Doug's waving at us over here.
Oh, hi, Doug.
What are they going to do? Fire us? They're going to fire me? Because I don't... It's my show. I'll take as long as I want with Carolyn Lee, the Polish princess.
Wow.
Gee, Doug, I said hi to you when you came in. Why do you keep waving to me?
No, don't...
Is he trying to...
Someone off camera is trying to end the interview? Who's he talking to, though? It wouldn't be... Well, Doug's there, right? We saw him in the video package, but is he trying to end the interview?
tell us something?
He's trying to tell us that we're supposed to move on to another segment.
And I thought it was cute when he came in and you were setting up your lighting and everything else, and he says, "Why do we need lights in here? It looks like Christmas." By the way, folks, this is September.
It's right. We should be wearing sunglasses, right?
That's right. And you know, this is my casual room. This is actually my husband's room.
This is toned down. This is casual.
Yeah, my husband, when I redid this room about 5 years ago, and that was before I really got glitzy.
Is your husband a bodybuilder, or is he standing for the mirrors? Like, what?
No. My whole house is mirrored in crystals, and you know. But when I told him I was going to redo this room, this is really his room. It's our family room. He said, "Please, Carolyn, you know, keep it low key." So if you notice, even my candelabras and everything there is low key as I could get them, you know.
It is low key.
It's my low key.
Yeah, this is
we'll have to
definitely
get
a
together
low-key
again real
room. Come
soon
on.
Because we have to move on with the show.
It was nice having you.
Nice being down here. And stick around. We'll be back with more wackiness, more of the big program right after this.
Okay, so she got about 12 minutes or more of the show. That's not bad, but a little bit over a third. Oh boy, Doug's back.
Perhaps your future's up in the air. And you just don't know it.
Jedi Joy
Aim high.
coded.
Air Force.
Salute to Jedi Joy, Air Force veteran. It's crazy that people used to do this. Look at that guy. What do you think? Could this happen now, or would somebody either have a banner that said something about the Last of Us being terrible, or a Gaza flag, or something? I feel like you couldn't just have fun Christmas carols, although these people do seem pretty miserable.
Yes, Christmas
Thank God we don't come
the
together and
old-fashioned way.
song and
Hey,
cheer
we
anymore.
had virtually a cavalcade of stars right there before your very
That's
eyes.
terrible,
Ted Nowak,
Anand.
Millie Bellina, Mitch Biskup, Lenny Gomolka. They all go around Christmas caroling. They start out in Ludlow, and they carol throughout all of the surrounding communities. Do a wonderful job every year. And you know, well, food could be quite important at Christmas, but there's something that's almost as important, and that's picking the perfect Christmas tree. So let's learn more about Christmas trees than you ever wanted to know with Bill Zaski over at Zaski Christmas Tree Farms.
What's up,
Yes, we're
ATF
here
Media?
with Bill Zaski. Bill, welcome to the big program.
Thank you.
And you guys are into everything. You do videotaping,
Right.
and you do Christmas trees. So when I wanted to find a Christmas tree for myself,
You came
They
to
look
the
like
right place.
characters from The Office
Does Mike
or
do anything
something.
here at the Christmas tree farm?
Well, yeah, he did when he was a little younger. He used to drive the tractor, do some cultivating over here, but, you know, as he's grown up now and video has become his prime occupation.
And what do we have here? Is this how the Christmas trees come? I was looking for something a little bigger than this.
A little bigger than this. Well, they will eventually get there. You got to give them about 10 or 12 years, and they'll be about your height, George.
Oh man, 10 or
But,
12
this is
years.
the way the trees come in to us.
What a
They
commitment.
come in containerized containers like this.
Every time you plant one of those trees, you know when you come back around to harvest it that like your life is a huge chunk of your life is gone. How depressing. I could never run a Christmas tree farm with that kind of sword of Damocles hanging above my head.
It's called a seedling at this stage. These
You buy them in bulk.
We buy them in bulk. This is a 2-year-old seedling that you see here.
2
They either come in
years?
these containerized cartons, or you can buy a bare root stock. The advantage to them being in containers like this here is that the roots are kept, as you can see here, packed with peat moss. They're kept moist, and they're very easy to plant this way versus the bare root stock where you have your roots going various ways and what have you. We start off with these here, putting them in what we call a transplant bed. So this 2-year-old seedling is put into a transplant bed that you
Man,
see
that's
here
a lot of
behind us.
commitment,
That's
dude.
where we are now.
We're
12
right here in
years.
the middle of a transplant bed, and
So you plant
they'll-
them more than once.
they stayed in these containers for 2 years. They'll be in the transplant bed for 2 years, and then they go out into the field where they'll stay until they mature into a full
I don't
6
have
or
any
8 foot,
caffeine
Christmas tree.
So what we're
to
going to do here is we're going to plant a
take
couple
the
of
edge
them.
off my
Using a,
existential crises.
planting bar.
It's a special,
This
a
is
special
tool.
custom-made planting bar.
Right, specially designed to plant Christmas trees. So what we basically do, we'll make a hole in the ground, spreading the soil.
How many of these do you put in an hour when you're really moving?
It'll take us about 8 hours to plant about 1,000 trees. And basically just taking your full
Big
root
scoop, yeah.
and putting it in the ground.
I could probably get us some Christmas tree farm footage. I think there's one like 15 minutes from here.
This way here. Pressing the ground around it, and our tree is ready
Our
to...
tree is ready to go and in 12 years we'll have a Christmas tree.
Hopefully
Hey.
we will.
And this is?
This is my dad, Henry Zaski.
Looks like a
this is
detective
actually,
Is
or
he the
something.
president of the operation?
he's the president and the owner of the operation. Yes, yeah. Dad actually grew up on the farm over here.
1910.
Since 1910. So you're the Christmas tree expert.
Right,
1910.
Everything you want to know about Christmas trees, you can tell us.
right.
So here we have the 3 generations of Christmas tree farmers. And Mike finally bought the farm.
Right.
Now, was this always farmland, or was it always as barren as it is now?
This was brush here. There's a big gully here, trees and everything, and we cleaned this out in the 20s and 30s, 1920 and 30, and with horses, we pulled the rust out of the horses and scrape it, level this off, and it looks beautiful.
Horses and oxen, the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Now, this is after you transplant them, and they're farther apart here than they were.
Right. These now come out of the transplant bed, and the trees now are in sort of squares 5 by 5, giving them the room to grow and to allow us to shear the trees. And to have space to mow to keep the brush down and everything, so that the lower branches would
How
grow,
crazy.
in conjunction with the rest of the tree.
Now, what varieties do we have, and what price ranges are we usually looking at these days for Christmas trees?
Okay, your price ranges, first of all, depend on the size,
Hey,
the
Jake
shape,
Steele.
and the fullness of the tree. Trees will range in prices on plantation grown, and that's what basically we have here, ranging from $25 up. You'll find them into the $25, $35, $40 range. Some for...
Okay, so you have to grow it for 12 years, and at certain points in there, I would think you have to do active things, right? Like shearing them or whatever he was talking about, whatever. There's got to be a little bit of work put into it. So you gotta, it's 12 years, and then you sell it for $25? That doesn't seem like a very good deal.
Larger, the bigger the tree, generally the higher the price that you'll pay. When you look at some of the other trees coming in to this to our area here that were grown up in Canada and what have you, those are the ones that have been pre-cut, and you'll find the retailers along the roadside selling those trees at probably a lot cheaper price because the care wasn't taken into them to grow them originally.
Mass-produced tree.
Right. They just sort of let them grow out there on. Yeah, wholesale. That's basically it. And here in Massachusetts, through our Massachusetts Christmas Tree Association, we're trying to promote...
we have an association, too.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We're trying to promote the real trees that people can come out to the farms. They can choose and cut their own tree. And the length of time that it takes to grow it basically affects the price. And that's why you pay a little more for these trees. But they're nicer. They'll last longer. The needle retention is excellent.
High-quality items.
There you go. Right.
Uh-oh, needle retention.
And what varieties do we have here?
Okay, well, we start off here. This is a Norwegian spruce. It's a very stiff type of a needle here. Not a very popular type of a tree.
Now this is a lighter color spruce.
Right, this is called the blue spruce. It's used many times as more or less of an ornamental shrub that you'll see growing around many homes. But people also like... Right, people also like to have this as a Christmas tree. A lot of them say it keeps the pets away because of their prickly needles. So the pets don't like to jump up and pull the Christmas
Very
balls
popular if you have pets. and this variety, this looks like I don't know.
Like a
You want to get Jeannie with Sung syrup going?
Yeah, this is called a concolor fir. It's a western fir. Something that has come into our area over the past few years, and it's a softer needle from the blue spruce that we looked at a few minutes ago.
But it's not Scotch pine.
But it's not. No, it's not a Scotch pine. This is of the fir family, and the needle retention is excellent, and it's got again that bluish green color to it rather than the full solid green as your balsams or Frasers will have. But the needle retention is excellent, and I think
this is like the new item in
This is the new item in Christmas trees, right?
And this variety here?
This is called a Douglas fir.
A Douglas fir.
Yeah, it's a lighter colored green.
Now, this is what I would want. I would pick the Douglas fir. And only because they used to have this animatronic, you could get it like Big Lots every year, and it was called Douglas, the talking fir tree.
Your balsams or Fraser firs, it retains the needles very well. It'll hold up for a long time. So in other words, if you cut it 3 or 4 weeks before Christmas, you don't have to worry about any of the fir trees losing their needles.
So it holds
You
up
think
in
needle
the
retention is just
warm,
a
temperatures inside
made
the
up
house.
selling
Right,
point?
yeah. It's a little softer type of a needle again from your balsams and your Fraser firs, but it's a lighter color green and something that a lot of people have been choosing.
And you know, if you look and stare real close, you can almost see Douglas in there. And this is
a balsam. This is the traditional
Oh my
Christmas
God.
tree.
this is what
Everybody's
people
favorite.
have had for years
For
and
years
and
and years. This
The
is
difference between these and the other ones are those
just different species. The Fraser was grown primarily that it would be a faster growing tree. So that, in other words, plantation farmers such as we are here are looking for a faster growing tree
Is
than
it a
the
cheaper
balsam.
tree? Do you save money
No,
on
you
this
don't
one?
save money at all. No, it's
Oh, I was going to tell you guys too. Yesterday's the VOD from yesterday's live stream got flagged for Frank Sinatra. So I did the erase song thing where it like basically just like distorts a little bit the sound during that. It was either that or the entire video would have mid-roll ads. So by taking out that like 30 seconds, like there should be no mid-roll ads anymore.
still takes up just as much time, space,
Because
fertilizer,
whenever they copyright claim shit, I bet they put like a fuck ton of ads on it.
and everything. So it doesn't become any cheaper.
How much are those big ones over there?
Those big ones over there, well, that one there, George, we can probably give you for about $350.
And this variety here,
This variety is the Fraser fir. Okay, this has
$350.
named after Joe Frazier, the boxer.
Gee, I really don't know. It might have been. Except that it has a soft needle, and I think he was kind of hard, wasn't he?
No, I don't know what kind this is, but this one seems to be almost the perfect tree. And I noticed there's a red tag on and there's a yellow tag on.
Well, the red one is the bow, saying that was reserved for you.
Well, thanks, Bill. We can load this right in the car and then...
And we're all set.
And how many years is this going to last?
This will probably take you to Valentine's Day with no problem.
How many years? And just think, now he's got a crisp $25 in his pocket, and all it took him was hours of labor and 12 years. Oh my God. Wow. There goes 12 years down the drain. That's why George is cutting down all the trees. You could be right.
Earn your high school education.
What if he heard that you could sell a 30-year-old tree for a bunch of money, so he planted a bunch of them, and now we're seeing him take them all down? Wow.
Into something meaningful, like a career in the United States Marine Corps.
Salute to Jedi Joy.
Yes, welcome back to our primetime Christmas special. And Doug, do you think you can take care of that? We have a little buildup of snow. Yeah. Very good. You know, Doug, I think he's going to get a Christmas bonus this year because after only 1 year at Showcase Cinemas, he's finally learned the difference between real butter and butter-flavored topping. Hey, let's head out. It's more Christmas carols with Ted Nowak, Billy Bellina.
See, I got into a similar discussion with the lady at Kroger because they swapped out. Okay, they changed the formula on the Kroger cupcakes, right? The Kroger brand cupcakes. They switched from a whipped icing to a whipped topping. So basically, they make a cupcake and then they just put Cool Whip on top of it, which sucks for a cupcake. But anyway, so she explained to me that that's the wording for it. It's just whip. If it says whipped topping, then it's not actually like icing.
And the crew, I believe it's something called White Christmas.
I'm very upset about it. These people were paying like $10,000, $15,000 for their homes. How weird. I have to sway with them. Wow, how depressing. Why's he got the mic to this one guy? Talk about pressure. There he goes. Oh my god, this is so depressing.
Well, that just about wraps up our primetime
Oh,
Christmas
cool.
special.
Look at that big
And I want
owl.
to thank all my guests, and thanks to you, the folks at home. And I hope that your year has
The segment with Carolyn Lee felt like it took half an hour, and then the rest of the show was just over like that, I swear. I thought we were... I can't believe we're at the end of the show.
been wonderful, and that you'll have a super holiday season, because you folks out there have certainly made mine. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. Good night, everyone.
We should definitely do a fusion studio. Well, we did a Christmas special last year, and it was soul-crushingly depressing. Remember the disease that stole Christmas, with like a domestic violence Christmas Eve domestic violence body cam video review, and a bunch of other like everything was like dark and depressing. We need an upbeat Christmas special this year. Terry Barcelo, scenic designer. Bullshit. Can't believe George got in there, man. He tapped that. He clapped the Polish princess. Okay, if I go to a Christmas tree farm, is it rude if I just say like, "How do you guys make any money?" Like, explain to me explain to me the grift here. Are you moving like heavy weight through here? What's going on with these tree prices? And then they'll inform me that the information I had was based on a television show from 32 years ago. I'm just angry today because of my lack of caffeine, but I'm not going to be a victim of caffeine. They had to end on this. Good call. Amazing. 61. Okay, well, Randy Burns, Big E quiz. That's going to be fun. It's always good. Big E's always good. Radiators, Savvy Guy, Mike Chuddy, maybe. And Showcase. Showcase should be music, I would think. Oh my God. 36 episodes left, guys. Ooh, and up.
I'm gonna tell on you, and then you'll see what happens. I know what happens. It happens.
Wow. We've talked about this before, but like I show people like that I know in real life some of like snippets here and there of what I watch on YouTube, and I mean it's always pretty strong reaction, but people actually consider primetime to be worse than like the Thorpes or Bethadone or the Healthy Family Force. Like they think like they can kind of understand watching those shows, but like primetime is a complete mystery to them. Oh, Showcase might be the cinema manager. Oh no. Ugh.
From the Big E, the Eastern States Exposition. Hey, Clinton, tax this. It's prime time with George
Now, they're not saying that those other things are good. They're horrified by them, but for some reason, like, they find them less offensive than primetime.
Dorunda. Tonight,
Like, to their
Mechanical Man
taste.
Randy Burns, the Big E quiz, plus the fabulous Radiators. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Prime
Big
Time.
E.
And what a show we have
Oh,
for you
where
tonight on
Hooplandia
the big
was.
program. And by the way, whenever
Oh.
you hear someone in the media or someone doing news referring to gross national product, they're not talking about Madonna's recent show. Hey, big show tonight.
Wow.
And as a bonus for you, the home viewers, that's right, you've guessed it. We're heading out via satellite over to Showcase Cinemas, and we're going to be watching them serve up some snacks. Hey, punch it up and let's see what's going on now. Yeah, how about that? Serving up snacks at Showcase Cinemas. Hey, let's bring on our first guest and see
Here's George influencing AEW. This is where they got the picture-in-picture idea from.
if he can do any better.
Dorunda
It's
did it.
our very own mechanical man right here at the Big E. It's Randy Burns. Well, Randy, welcome to Prime Time.
George, it's a pleasure to be on Prime Time.
This is the
He's dressed like he's Paula Poundstone. Remember that old comedian?
first time I've had a mechanical man.
This looks like a woman's outfit to me.
On your show.
On my show.
Yeah, let's preface that. Yeah.
How long have you been doing the mechanical man?
I've been a robot for 15 years. Been practicing being a robot. Yeah, I say practicing because I think of myself as a doctor of sorts, and doctors practice what they do, don't they?
That's scary.
Yeah. It is if you're going under the knife, yeah. But,
I want a professional, a guy who's not practicing.
that's right. But yeah, I've been.
This guy
been
looks
doing
like he
my act
time
for 15
traveled
years
from a
around the
Charlie
world,
Chaplin film.
Traveling all over, and this has got to be one of my most favorite places to perform. Right here at the Big E, in Boston, not Boston, rather in Massachusetts. I have so much fun at this fair. I can't tell you. And right here in this area in Storlton Village, it's so beautiful.
It's the picturesque
Wow, what a
setting.
weirdo.
Picture skew.
Giving him the
Picture
bushwhackers
Skew.
treatment.
That's when you're being non-cohalant. I'm throwing your train of thought off. aren't you?
Las Vegas. You're from Las Vegas.
That's right. Where it's a state law, you got to do this. I don't know why, but if I figure it out,
I think there are like 500 guys that do that in Las
I
Vegas.
think you're right. They are. Yeah. To get over the state line, you got to do that.
Home of Tony Roy.
Oh yeah. And Wayne,
Wayne.
Midnight Idol, he's there.
Yes, Wayne. I remember him when he was blonde once.
That's
Midnight
right.
Idol. I
When
had
he
a
was singing,
vape called Midnight Idol, but it clogged.
Hey.
Now, were you a singer before you became the mechanical man?
Do I sound like it? I don't think so.
What did you do before you became a mechanical man?
I was an actor. I was an actor. I wasn't a very big actor, but I lived in Hollywood, tried to get work, did not.
Look at this
Became a
lady.
mechanical man. I mean, that's it in a
Interesting.
nutshell.
We all have to eat.
Exactly. I got tired of eating pancakes for breakfast, lunch, and supper, and craft dinner. Ate a lot of that craft dinner stuff. So I got tired of that. I wanted to eat some meat, you know. So I got a job being the mechanical man, and I was being paid for
Midnight
8 hours a day,
delight.
5 days a week, and I would be a robot
Where was your first job as a mechanical man?
on the Queen Mary in Long Beach.
I
she's
would
permanently
get
docked.
start to fuck
I
with
was
this guy. I
performing as
think he's
people walk
kind
through
of
the tour room
well,
in
it's
a
probably
museum
just the
setting,
caffeine, but
and I would be robotic, and I would either interact with them or just ignore them completely and pretend to be a robot, and people would be walking by. It's a very nice museum, nice mood, lighting and carpeting and air conditioning, and they're very quiet in there, very nice, and I'd just be performing like the robot, being very quiet myself, not doing much of anything, standing behind stanchions and ropes, So people would come over to the area I was standing in, which was a reconstruction of a first-class suite.
She's
or
watching
dining room,
herself on the
and they'd read
monitor, I'm pretty
all
sure.
about the suite right there. There's a little plaque, and they'd read about it. And then they'd look up at me, and I'd ignore them.
When
and they'd
she-
read that
when
again,
she
and then
looks
I'd
that
reach
way.
out and go to grab them, and they'd, get a lot of that stuff. You know, women throw their purses at me and stuff, and had a lot of fun there.
Well, with all the new innovations in motion pictures, maybe you can get back into acting. We have mechanical lizards now.
Could happen. That's possible. Like RoboCop 3 is coming out. I don't know if you knew that. I thought, hey, there's
Maybe
a part
you
for
could
me.
be RoboCop 3 Junior.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But
You
I
found a
consider it.
website with them all on there?
Yes, the robots are really coming into their own, you know, and I want to be a part of that. I've had a lot of experience.
So you're basically ahead of your time.
I am. I've been 15 years ahead of my time all my life. But it's nice to be a mechanical man and be performing here for the people to see so they can come right up and touch the mechanical man, interact with me. I love that. That one-on-one contact, that's what I'm after. So people don't have to just look at someone on a stage being a robot. They can actually come right over and play with me.
Up close and personal. That's the way we like it.
That's the way I like it, George.
Hey, thanks for being on Primetime.
A pleasure. Are you kidding? I've heard about Primetime. I wanted
Come
to be
down
on
and
this
touch
show.
the
You've heard all
mechanical
those
man.
rumors.
I'm sure. I love it. Thank you so much. Primetime. Yay,
Look at her.
Chris, I
She's
love these
perfectly
guys.
We'll be
framed. Oh, they
right
cut her
back
out at
with
the end,
more of
though.
the big program.
This music.
My brother wouldn't listen to me.
What kind, though? Ghost molesters?
You have sex, you use condoms so you don't get AIDS. He laughed and said condoms were macho.
True.
My brother.
That music was
was
so
so
depressing,
macho.
but then it got it had like a burst of happiness.
Hey, welcome back, and thanks for joining us this evening on the big program. And let's head back over to Showcase Cinemas via satellite and see what's going on. Yeah, big fat guy with a pipe. Somebody better go over there and tell him to put that pipe out. I don't think there's any smoking over there at the cinemas, especially out there in the lobby.
Wow, George.
Remember the Taste of Chicopee, the last Taste of Chicopee? We did the ever popular Taste of Chicopee quiz. Well, we got a lot of cards and letters relating to that quiz, and we decided to do it again anyway. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yes, here at the Big E, it's the Big E quiz.
The Big
Yes,
E
folks, the
quiz.
Big E, another successful year at the Big E. And while we had our cameras out and about at the fairgrounds this year, we decided to compile some shots and once again do another prime time, this time the Big E quiz. So let's get moving. The girls will be along any minute. And Doug, let's begin our quiz music.
Duck
Okay,
footage?
that
God damn
puts
it.
us in the spirit. Okay, the first shot. This woman is thinking: A, look at the space outfit. B, space camp rules. C, where's the picnic table? This man is A, the $6 million man. B, testing deodorant. Or C, demonstrating hydraulic underwear. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the king himself, Elvis. This woman is A, trying to find the circus, B, reading her program, or C, Tubby Boots' sister Helga. This man is A, a tourist, B, bringing a bag of goodies to his family, or C, an out-of-work Willie from the Alf series. These people are A, entering the fair, B, looking for the nearest restroom, or C, the Golden Girls? This person is A, part of a country band, B, asking where the parade starts, or C, about to be arrested for indecent exposure. This woman is A, making yarn, B, part of a demonstration in the Vermont building, or C, Betsy Ross. This child right here, A, is fascinated by a colorful display, B, is auditioning for the movie Exorcist 4, or C, has just been a guest on the Dan and York Show. These people are A, exiting the New Hampshire building, B, anticipating a big winner, or C, adding flavor to the coffee. These people are A, serving up delicious blueberry pies, B, scooping ice cream, or C, displaying a new line of cow fashions. Right here, we are witnessing A, fun on a budget, B, a foot massager being used on the wrong body part, or C, an audition for the Joey Chitwood Thrill Show. This man, A, has just won a prize, B, has a lovely gift for his wife, or C, is a real animal rights activist. We are right here looking at A, giant pumpkins, B, the moving in of items for the 4-H booth, or C, Hatfield's float in the Big E parade. These girls right here on our television screen, A, do not wish to be televised, B, only dress like twins, or C, have just competed on American Gladiators.
What do you mean?
Look at those neat, nifty uniforms. This young lady, A, is ordering pizza, B, is a performer at the Big E, or C, changes her hairstyle once every 22 seconds.
Wow.
Okay, we don't have a joke here. We just enjoy getting free pizza. Okay, this animal is A, wearing
Ku
winter
Klux
wardrobe,
Klan goat.
B, on display at the Big E, C, the sheep division of
There
the
you
KKK.
go.
This woman is A, eating chocolate cake, B, resting in the shade, C, Sandra Bernhardt after too much time with Madonna.
Wow.
That Madonna will do it every time. These women are A, touring the Big E, B, dance troupe members, C, going to Disney World. This man is A mechanical man, B, performing at the Big E, C, has seen Doug Locke, who is running camera, dance. And I think we've all had that feeling, if you ask me. This character is A, promoting good nutrition, B, encouraging people to drink milk, or C, a member of the New York City Education Department.
Wow.
This female is A, circulating through the fair, B, out with her boyfriend, or C, displaying Madonna's next new look. This man is A, collecting pamphlets, B, heading for the beer tent, or C, wrestling manager Lou Albano. This man, A, is selling a product, B, might be exaggerating a bit, or C, is enjoying the texture of the chamois. This creature is A, entertaining children, B, the official mascot of the fair, or C, now residing in our CSC TV studio. You know, we have had a rodent problem. We've had some squirrels and mice.
Hey, that's what
here.
happens when you go out in
These
public.
are the-
You can be filmed and roasted.
These people are A, employees of Channel 40, B, camera repair people, or C, stealing television equipment. This woman, A, is wondering when William Shatner had his big yard sale, B, didn't realize Chad Matthews was in town for the fair,
Who?
or C, Abe Lincoln's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter.
There's a lot of
This man
questions.
is A, practicing the piano, B,
Mean
upset
Gene
because
Okerlund.
the other guy got to William Shatner's yard sale first, or C, Paul Schaefer's less successful twin, Milton. Milton Schaefer, yeah, he used to be on
Milton
the Dawn Show, I
Schaefer.
do
Oh
believe.
my God.
This clown, A, has seen the show before, B, is shopping the Better Living Center for a new outfit, or C, is secretly the mayor of Springfield. This man is A, demonstrating a super mop, B, denying his Nazi past, or C, doing his impersonation of the Statue of Liberty.
Denying his Nazi
This man
past.
is A, keeping the Big E clean, B, owner of the world's largest golf cart, or C, the winner of the best themed float in the Big E Parade? These guys are A,
Hey, Cody
concert
Turbo.
band performers, B, heading home after a long day, or C, the Blues Brothers classical unit. This woman is A, testing a mattress, B, resting her feet, or C, pretending to be Madonna.
Man,
We've
he
all
really
had
hitting
that dream,
Madonna.
haven't we? This woman, A, has been out of the house too long without a date, B, is giving her tent the Heimlich maneuver, or C, practicing the ancient art of pole hugging.
The next one is
I've
35.
seen her somewhere before. This woman is A, making her hair look lovely, B, taking the gum out of her hair, or C, the next anchor for News Center 22. This woman is A, selling a useful book, B, answering a customer's question, or C, explaining, this only works if you frequent restaurants. This person is A,
Oh,
the Reverend
wow.
Al Sharpton, B, boxing promoter Don King on a rainy day, or C, Billy D. Williams displaying how many years it's been since his last movie.
Wow.
This man A is a Carvel salesman making a point, B is quoting from Rush Limbaugh's new book, or C, did not give us the required free ice cream. This is A marketplace for signs, B, a sampling from nations of the world, or C, the Big E's new Bigot Corner.
Wow.
This woman is A, enjoying a beverage, B, asking for donations, C, Phyllis Diller. This girl, A,
41.
is serving snacks, B, is from I Dream of Jeannie, Barbara Eden, or C, has just won the competition for highest hair at the fair. This is A, an exciting new anniversary ritual, B, a demonstration of the new granny sander, or C, a woman who now regrets talking to strangers. This woman is
43.
A, trying to get her kids to come back, B, not being successful at charades, or C, practicing extremely low-impact aerobics. This woman is A, selling encyclopedias, B, proving these are actual encyclopedia brochures, or C, trying to unload leftover copies of Madonna's book.
Again?
And we know how painful that can be. Some of us even bought the book. This man is having a snack, B, perusing the Better Living Center, or C, Crocodile Dundee off of Slim Fast.
Wow.
This man, A, has just shoplifted a purse, B, is worried someone will steal his nifty hat, or C, is stunt double for the movie Chaplin. This
Wow.
woman, A, is an animal lover, B, is admiring the sweater, C, without her glasses, is happy to meet Ernest Borgnine.
Oh my God.
This man is A band leader, B, trying to find the on button for his accordion, or C, the winner of the Ray Henry impersonator contest. These kids are A, enjoying polka music, B, loving siblings, or C, graduates of the Douglock Institute of Dance and Fashion. This is A woman
Wow.
looking for her son, B, daring the security officers to frisk her, or C, Catwoman on steroids. This man is
51.
A, waiting for customers, B, Popeye, or C, guarding the zipper. This man is A, stretching, B, reacting to his last ride, or C, just now realizing the elephants walked through here a minute ago. This man, A, is happy to see the television camera, B, has just purchased his flight jacket from the Nassau booth, or C, is Captain Kangaroo after a couple of fried doughs. This boy is A, practicing the crane technique, B, showing off his new prosthetic tongue, or C, embarrassing his family. This man is A, from Amish country, B, president of the Haas Cartwright fan club, or C, sneaking his child into the fair under his hat. This young man is A, admiring the carving,
Oh my God.
B, is touching the magic fisherman for good luck, or C, wants his picture taken with Vice President Al Gore. Al Gore was on Letterman's show. Let me tell you, you'll never see him here on primetime. And you can bet on that one.
Wow.
This man is A, leading his band, B, preparing for the parade, or C, demonstrating the amazing Ginsu knife flossing kit. And hey, I think, folks, this is the last one.
58.
The last one of this whole pile of quiz material. And this is an award winner. It is an award winner, Doug. Doug, an award winner? Oh, enough from you, Doug. This man is A, practicing an unhealthy habit, B, riding his vehicle in the parade, or C, thinking small wheels plus big cigar equals babe magnet. And that's our Big E primetime quiz. Ask for it by name, and we'll be back with more of the big program right after this.
Wow, so 58 questions. There's my Jimmy style note taking. 58 questions is pretty crazy.
Every year, thousands of babies die from choking, suffocating, or other breathing emergencies. Just imagine how many of them could be saved if only they came with instructions. Please learn American Red Cross Infant and Child CPR. American Red Cross. We help you help others.
Go through the whole thing again. All 58
when your
questions.
Employees train with the National Guard and Reserve. They learn to be better team players.
Salute to
better
Jedi Joy.
Makers, and better leaders. It's training that makes them better at serving our country.
Wonder how long that segment was.
And better when they come back to work for you.
Bill's back.
Be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
Thank you for serving our country. Can you just immediately begin to be a construction worker? Yeah, less gore.
Yes, welcome
He
back
was
to the
really
big
mad,
program,
too.
And let's once again check back in over at Showcase Cinemas and watch them serve up a few more snacks. Hey, isn't she was just in the Big E quiz. Punch that back up again. Yeah, the pole hugger, and now she's serving popcorn at Showcase Cinemas. Hey, we continue to be the show that does the most with
She's
the
a
least.
pole
And
hugger?
in keeping with that trend, here are the Radiators to perform Get Ready.
A new band, or have we seen them before? Oh, wait a minute. I remember them.
Taking out will be back in just a second, so hang on. We're gonna just play a tune and warm up the band. Once again, we have the Radiators with the incredible dancing bullhorns. Hey, hey.
You know, I never met a girl that could make me feel the way that you do. You're all right. Whenever I'm asked what makes my dreams come true, I say that you do.
You're out of sight.
Well, fiddle-a-dee and fiddle-a-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. I'm bringing you a love to so get ready, get ready. Whoa, I'm making love to you, get ready.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. There's the Kelsey Grammer sax player.
'Cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. You wanna play hide and seek with love, let me remind you. Loving gonna take time it takes to find you. You're out of sight. We'll fiddle-a-dee and fiddle-a-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. Whoa.
What if George didn't get booked again? Anand? What if they used all the footage? That's why there was like 17 minutes of quiz.
You know, R.M. Bullhorns, they said they want you to
I like the drunk guy that was just shouting without a microphone. I can't believe anybody there is like, this is acceptable. I had to go up and unplug the set. I mean, you'd have to.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Texas Playboy from Austin, Texas, Mr. Peter Karn on the tenor saxophone. Ha.
Coolest manager at Radio Shack. What's up, Jeremy? I like the guy next to the sax player too. He's carrying the whole band, the sax player. Hey guys. No, it's just not the same. They don't have it. They don't have it.
Radiators preforming. Get ready. And well, do we have time? All right. Let's see what's going on. Back to Showcase Cinemas.
Timothy Busfield. This is where
I think
Doug
we're
Locke
through
should
here.
have
We're
stayed
going
making
to the showcase.
popcorn.
I'm hungry after looking at all those snacks. We're gonna get some popcorn. One of those big, gigantic bags of popcorn.
Doug Locke hates Looney Tunes.
Hey, we're out
He's
of
the
time,
reason
but
Looney
we're gonna
Tunes
have
got
another
taken
show
off of
again
Max. I
real
know
soon.
it.
See you then. Good night, everybody.
Doug Locke stole our childhood. What's going on there with that guy? Look like Leahy singing. Did you notice that the name of the band is the Fabulous Radiators, but whenever George refers to them, they're just the Radiators? He's a victim of Dorunda. Dave Barcelou. Well, just think, Grace Thorpe has worked the same venue as the Mechanical Man. That's something.
I swear it wasn't me. Is my microphone still
The drummer of
I swear it wasn't me.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give
Wait, he
people a
was
whole
the
new
drummer
outlook on what it's like
of
when you don't
the
wear a
Fabulous
safety
Radiators? Okay, hang on. What do we got here? WMA's costume party. Okay, Southwick Zoo / Peter. What's for breakfast? EFO could be good. EFO's good sometimes. And Chicopee CC. I don't know what CC is. What's up, Milk Cow?
Chicopee Country Club, have your child's birthday party here. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, more animals at Southwick Zoo with our friend Peter. The WMAS
Correctional
annual
Center
costume
bailing out
party.
Doug.
Plus, we play What's for Breakfast and EFO, the Eddie Foreman Orchestra. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, and welcome to Prime Time. I'm George Dorunda, crime fighter by day and TV personality by night. And hey, get ready for real television fun and entertainment because
You won't see Al Gore on this program.
Guests, yes, it's time to play What's for Breakfast. Hi, and who do we have here?
Pataresco.
And where are you from?
Middletown, Connecticut.
Middletown, Connecticut. All the way. That's the home of, I believe, Walter Solek.
Okay.
Do you know who he is?
He's a Polish band leader.
An old Polish band leader. He's so old, he's older than dirt.
Don't say that. Oh, you're bad. Don't say that. He is not.
And you realize it's time to play What's for Breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
What did you have for breakfast today?
Slim Fast.
Slim Fast? That's not the breakfast of champions.
No, it's for fat people. I had Cheerios, multigrain Cheerios.
Bagel and cream cheese.
French toast.
Cheerios. A bagel with cream cheese and tomatoes.
I had bacon, eggs, toast, home fries, and coffee. Orange juice, cup of coffee, an English muffin.
Toast and coffee. Kellogg's cornflakes.
Kellogg's cornflakes with milk?
Oh, definitely milk.
The full strength milk.
That's
Look
right.
at her husband's hair
sissy
blowing in the
milk.
wind.
No, never.
You don't have to like it, we just have it. And you know, it's that night of scary costumes, strange noises, and really big bags of candy. No, I'm not talking about an alderman meeting. It's the annual WMAS Halloween costume party, and we were there.
Right? What answers?
Yes, we're here. You recognize them from the days of the old Polka show. Well, not the old Polka show. It's Dracula.
Very true, and I recognize you.
Oh, the
Dragon,
breakfast
you have
answers?
A wonderful, wonderful costume tonight.
Thank you. You could tell. I'm Polka Hall of Famer Chet Dragon. I didn't know Chet worked for NBC.
He doesn't, but it's absolutely wonderful to have you here tonight, George. Have you ever seen so many different and varied costumes here? It's something very unique indeed.
Wacky costumes.
Exactly, like the one I'm wearing here is a...
Neil Young. Fuck that guy. Remember Bethadone from her leotard lotion review?
Matter of fact, it's something I found in my chest this morning.
Oh, what else is in your chest?
Outside of consumption and ammonia, I don't know. And as you can hear, the polka music in the next room is causing a lot of excitement there.
Absolutely. We'll catch up with you later, Frank.
I'll make as long as it's not. Don't bite anybody. Oh, that's why I'm here. and who are you today?
I'm Pat Gaffney, and I happen to be a spider.
That's a very good likeness for the
Wow.
costume. You look just like Pat Gaffney.
Thank you very much. You know, it's not every day that you have a big-haired person being big-haired spider person. You know what I'm saying? And you know, here at the Halloween party, we have like over 2,000 people show up every year, and this is an awesome party. And I think anybody who comes down here tonight will have a great time.
And this is the 6th year?
Yes, it is. It's incredible. When people get in here full time, by 10 o'clock tonight, it'll be so packed.
Old
and we
school
won't want
furry.
people.
Old school
Frank Knight will be
furry.
running around biting people.
You know, it isn't a party without Frank Knight. What can I tell you? It isn't a party without Frank Knight.
So if people look behind the scenes, this is what you wear actually every day to work.
This is actually what I wear to work. Absolutely.
What
That's,
noted,
I got a
Jed.
great face for radio. No question about it.
That, oh my gosh, did you guys see that? Hang on. I gotta see that. Yeah, check out this lady. Just straight up Aunt Jemima blackface. Oh my god. Wow, look, wow. Hey, Vinny. Wow, is there some interesting costumes? Cancel her. Let's see what she's been up to. Man, I love seeing all these costumes. Oh, Alf. Quentin Tarantino. Beverly Hillbillies. This is such good footage. Oh my god. Bethadone said we're gonna clear Charles Manson's name. All right, I'll be part of that. Oh my gosh.
No, I don't even iron.
You don't even iron?
Nothing.
No.
She does nothing. I just try to make good tips.
And what have you collected tonight?
A lot of advice.
I am the gypsy. The gypsy, just the gypsy.
Just the gypsy.
The gypsy.
You're like a generic gypsy.
Basically, yeah. Make love, not war.
A throwback to the 60s.
A throwback? No, definitely. It is the way.
Good running, man. The ganja man, the drug man, I got caught in the bushes, man, you know. But I got away, man, you know. Got a little bit of spliff here, man, yo, man, you know. A little bit now, you know. We doing all right now.
Is this a black guy or a white
I
guy?
have to ask the painful question. How do you make it to the bathroom?
We have Velcro.
Was that a black guy that put like darker stuff on his face? Because if not, that guy like did his hands too.
Oh, it separates. It's a split 4-pack. Or were you guys once a 6-pack?
Never. No! No, we never were. We never were. Never know. But we may become a 3-pack very soon.
All right, come back later and we'll pop your top.
Okay.
Wow.
Ready? Where?
Definitely a white man. Then he did his hands too. That's really wild.
You don't look like a space.
How? This is my husband, Peter.
And this is your husband?
Yeah.
And you're a lampshade.
Oh, I should point out, sorry, because the last episode was the Christmas episode, we've now crossed over, so we are into year 5 of Primetime, and we are now in 1994, when this was broadcast, not necessarily when it was filmed.
Probably, yes. Seems reasonable.
Yeah, his face was definitely darker than the hands.
I think you better keep it on.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll never win the contest.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to win anyway. There's too many really great costumes here.
Well, this is a really great costume.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Can I sample a pretzel?
Yes, have some.
Because the only reason we're here is for, once again, as always on Primetime, the free food. Can I squeeze a grape?
Go ahead. I hope you find a soft one. They're very soft one, right?
Oh, they're very soft one. I'm sure they're tasty, too.
Very tasty.
It's a fruit festival.
It is. We're going to crush the grapes later and make wine.
How?
Well, it's the goddess. It's the star of that great band Reflection.
The goddess.
I'm
I'm glad to see that Jeannie is getting her due as the goddess of primetime.
always kind, aren't I?
Well, I'm a witch. I don't have my costume on.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
I'm a ninja. I don't have all my costume either.
Wait a minute, what is this, 50% costumes?
We're on break.
We're in the band, we can do that.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
He stole my heart.
Uh-oh, didn't you ever hear, there's no smoking in here?
Hey, what can I say? This is a party.
How long did it take you to build this one?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks of engineering courses.
Oh, yeah. Hey. You will get cold in this thing, though.
You will
Is
get
this legal
cold.
for you guys to be out?
Yes, it is. If the bishop finds out I'm in trouble, so I trust this won't be in the late news, but...
Well, he drinks wine in church.
Yes, but we try not to advertise.
Oh, okay, do I get a snack?
Do you get a snack or a smack?
Ah! Is this trash or is it leftover?
Hands to yourself.
I ate all this. It's trash.
What?
It's my ashtray.
You ate everything here in your costume.
Yeah. Little by little, I ate it all.
Yes, the WMAS Halloween costume party.
I can't believe they
it's an annual
performed
event,
and we
we're
didn't get to
here
hear
at
it.
Beautiful Chicopee Country Club, and this, by the way, right here, this is the most difficult par 4 in Western Mass, right here at beautiful Chicopee Country Club. Even I've been known to play a little golf once in a while. And hey, still to come, EFO. Well, it's just like that other band, Inxes. And then they tell me
EFD.
it's in excess. What kind of language are they speaking here? Hey, don't leave your seats. We'll be right back.
He really likes the Beverly Hillbillies. Ooh, somebody's a 7-Up can. Vinny Slugga in the chat earlier.
Threat in Massachusetts.
I meant to tell him, Alexa,
Avoid contact
record!
with wild animals. Let wild things be wild. Pets can also become infected and bring this deadly disease into your home. By vaccinating your cats and dogs, you protect yourself and your family. Vaccinations against rabies are available through your veterinarian. For more information on rabies, contact your local health department or veterinarian. Rabies is a risk no one needs to take.
Hey, I'm Sherman Douglas, and on the court, my responsibility is to set up my teammates. Off the court, I have a responsibility to set a good example for youngsters. Take something as simple as bike safety. It's just not enough to tell kids to wear.
He's also directing his dad now in the scenes too, especially at the beginning. He's like, okay, we're rolling.
Helmets when they go bike riding. I have to follow my own advice. After all, bike safety is for everyone. Okay, you guys, you ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, wait for me.
Hey, welcome back to the big program, and let's play again. What's for breakfast?
Oh boy, more of this.
All right, who do we have here?
You have Betty Burgo from Concord, New Hampshire.
Concord, New Hampshire,
Yeah.
God's country.
There you go. Exactly.
What is it? Live free or die?
Exactly.
And we live free.
We do. Thank God.
It's time to play what's for breakfast? What did you have for breakfast today?
Oh, let's see. I had lovely cereal, lovely coffee, and a lovely blueberry muffin.
Waffles.
I think eggs. I have a couple of eggs, cereal.
Hurricane Paro.
We had cereal and juice.
Orange juice, coffee,
Steve
and
Lombardi.
sweet rolls. Not exactly the healthiest, but it was good.
And it must have been free.
And it was free, that's right.
That's the best part.
That's the best part of it.
As always, that passes for real entertainment. And how about that? A real primetime viewer there. Knows all about free food. And hey, my next guest is an animal expert over at Southwick's Zoo, and he's been with us before. So let's head out again and look at more wonderful animals.
Oh, I was hoping it was that one awkward girl.
Peter. Well, Peter, welcome back to the big program.
It's Ole Anderson.
Glad to be here. Always glad to be here at Southwick Zoo. Tell us about, you kind of have an alligator hanging around or two?
Yes, we have 2 alligators over there in the exhibit. One's about 8 foot long, and the other's about 6 foot.
And what do they eat?
They eat meat.
Now, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Most people have a confusion there.
Well, they're different morphology. Alligators are from North America, from down south, and crocodiles basically are over in Africa, and they have different teeth structures.
So they're totally different species?
Well, they're related, of course, but they're different subspecies, yes.
And
yeah, I think she's probably the best zookeeper.
Well, I have a couple of keepers that enjoy feeding the alligators. We have a prepared diet for them. Actually it's a feline diet, but it's meat and it has all the nutrients and vitamins that they need. And they also have some fish in the pond over there that they do eat occasionally too. So
you have to keep restocking the pond?
No, actually, the fish are doing pretty well in there. They must be getting good at escaping the alligator because
dodging those alligators.
Yeah, right. We have a good supply of the fish in the pond.
And you have another area up above here, which you call?
Yeah, we call it our African Plains area. And what we have up there is a lot of animals from Africa. We have some zebras and some ostrich, and some scimitar horned oryxes and some Adax antelope. It's a little mishmash of everything from Africa.
Now, do all these animals get along together pretty much?
It's like a sampler
the
platter.
Stuff we put in was a little apprehensive at first, but they have adapted well and they keep their own space and they're doing quite well together.
Now, some of the big cats you have here are from Africa also, but I don't see them running around up there.
Well, no, we keep those separate.
I understand for next year you're building a longer cat run?
We're going to try and build some additional moated cat areas here so the cats have more room to roam and are in a more natural environment. So hopefully as time progresses we'll get that done also.
But they do have to stay in a separate area?
Yes, they do need to stay in a separate area.
And you have quite a collection of various deer species.
Yes, we have...
Is species the correct word, or should it be families, or...
Well, no, I guess you could say species is a correct word. We have fallow deer, we have cyca deer, which are from fallow deer from Europe, cyca deer from Japan, and then we have some North American elk. We also have some very interesting little deer from
Carolyn
India,
Lee's there,
muntjac
nice.
deer, which are one of the
Hey,
smallest
Bob
deer
Brown.
in the world. So we do have a number of deer species. They do well in this climate. In New England, they handle the winters very well. So we're lucky to have them, and they do well here. We raise a lot.
Now, your fallow deer, you can walk right into your
Yeah, we have
area.
a deer enclosure where people can go in and come in contact with the deer. And actually, it helps keep the deer quite calm, that people can feed them and they get used to people. And if they want to meander back and go back into the forest, they can. If they want to come up and interact with the people, they can also.
I mean, do people ever try following them into the forest?
Well, they do, but the deer win the race, hands down. So the deer can go back and do as they want, and it's fun. The people really enjoy it.
And
A deer could crack your skull open really easy, too, with those hooves.
So they eat a lot of, we have a
Clank
lot of grass planted out there, and there's a lot of trees and so forth, so they browse on that. And we feed them a prepared grain diet with hay. And people that come to the park and purchase corn, we feed them corn also, and they like that as a treat. So that's when they'll come up and take it from from the patrons.
And you know what I've noticed? They can sense if you don't have any food and you're trying to trick them.
They're very good at that. They're very smart. Usually they won't even bother with you if you don't have
I
any
know.
food,
I want to go to this
That's
one.
been my story.
If you want to get some interaction.
At the zoo I go to, like, the only animals you can really interact with are the goats. Like, you can't. None of the other animals are like pettable.
With the deer, you have to purchase some food.
Well, Peter, thanks once again for being here. It's been interesting as always, and you're welcome back on the program
seething.
anytime. I guess that's if we're welcome back here at South Lakes anytime.
You're always welcome, and I've enjoyed very much being on the program. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Hey, stick around. We'll be back with more of the big program right after this.
Oh, When Animals Attack would be a great show to watch on here sometime.
That's my dad. And that's Mom. Dad's got an idea. A way to get
Mr.
rid of all
Leahy.
the grody garbage that's polluting the world. He's invented a big rocket ship to shoot all the garbage into outer space.
We made a
Mom's not
shit
sure,
rocket,
but
Randy.
Dad says his invention will save the world.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. For your free recycling action guide, write
Oh,
Recycle.
I bet that burnt
Environmental
George
Defense
up.
Fund, 257
Call
Park
EFD.
Avenue South, New York, New York.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yes, welcome back to the big program. Thanks for joining us this evening here on Primetime. And this next group has been with us before. Come to think of it, a lot of groups have been with us before. One of these days we're going to run a big special, and we're going to...
I think Bethadone might be onto something. I think I see a pathway for us to clear Charlie Manson of his crimes.
Have like a reunion show, or sometimes they call it an anniversary show. Well, we'll get into that someday. But here's Ifo to perform I Love Polka Music.
Yeah, Vinny, but you're not on camera a lot, man. It's if you mean like actually you in the thumbnail, I don't know, because you're not on camera a lot, but I'll definitely use a thumbnail from the I think we're gonna do the McDonald's trip that I haven't shown yet. If you want a specific thumbnail, you'll have to make a video and just film what you want to be the thumbnail and then title the video, "This is what I want the thumbnail to be." And then that way I can pull the thumbnail from that and use it on the McDonald's video.
Riding down the highway, the radio was on, slapping on the dashboard, singing along. Rolled down all the windows, turned it up so loud. The feeling overtakes me, it makes me want to shout. I love polka music. You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpets sound. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know.
Yeah, I think the show, I mean, obviously we got to get into it and find out, but I think the flow of the show is going to be basically just me kind of helping steer Bethadone and like keep her on topic, but otherwise I think like she'll probably carry the show. She's got a lot of passion for this stuff, for the true crime stuff.
Come on, play it one more time. I love polka music.
Okay, Vinny. Did you see the thumbnail I used for the donut trip of your dad, and then it said Spunky D on the building? I'll use the McDonald's window when you're at the window.
First time that it hit me, I was just a child. That was many years ago, but it still drives me wild. Polkas are a part of me, I play them every day. There's just no way to stop me, so I gotta say, I love polka music. You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpet sounds. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know. Oh, it makes me feel so fine. Come on, play it one more time. I love polka music. I love polka music. You know I like the rhythm and the way the trumpet sounds. All around the world it goes, never gonna stop, you know. Oh, it makes me feel so fine. Come on, play it.
I'm almost technically I'm only like a one little hop, skip, and a jump from being a senior citizen. So do you think I'm close enough in age that I could go and do like live streams from like an Elks Lodge? Or I feel like that's where this kind of music is now, is in like these like the Elks or the Shriners or whatever, that kind of stuff. The Moose Lodge.
One more time. I love polka music.
Savvy guy. Can you imagine? He's like, listen, Mark, I got this new presentation, and I need it to be featured, and I need the thumbnail. For me to be in the video but not be on the thumbnail, that's foolishness.
There they are, EFO, a fabulous group. And do we have time? Okay, one last time, let's play What's for Breakfast?
Man, we need a banger episode soon.
Wait, I ask the questions around here. Wait your turn.
I'm sorry.
And who do we have here?
My name is Joey Michael.
We don't have to be so formal. And where are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts.
What town in Massachusetts?
Chicopee.
Chicopee. And what's for breakfast? What did you have for breakfast today?
A dog biscuit. I had an English muffin. That is my lovable blood sister. I don't know how I could do life without my lovable blood sister.
Apple juice. That's it.
Well, this morning I had a bowl of Captain Crunch.
Coffee.
We had donuts.
Some juice.
2 Egg McMuffins and a large coffee.
This morning I had 2 pancakes, scrambled eggs, and 2 pieces of bacon.
He had a 6-pack of beer.
Grapefruit juice.
How about donuts?
Nothing.
I had juice and I had some Triscuits. I had Fruit Loops and orange juice.
Fruit Loops and orange juice on the Fruit Loops?
No.
Cereal. Today I think I had a hamburger.
A hamburger?
Yes, I eat that for breakfast every day. It's part of my special diet because I'm training to gain weight.
Raisin bread.
Coffee.
Let's see, today I had grits. I had a side of ham, a couple eggs, and some biscuits.
Well, last night we had Franks and Beans on the club.
Oh, wow,
like
the
Bondi's
club. They sampled some Franks and Beans at the club last night. Probably the same club Hormaxer goes to.
Bondi's Island, there's an appetizing thought for you. Hey, good news. I think we're out of time. Good night, everyone.
Man, I need a killer like music segment. I'm dying for it. You You got to be careful when you're edging the audience like this, because you can end up taking it too far. And once you lose an audience, it's really hard to get them back. If, like, the next episode that has, like, reflection or center stage, it's gonna be like that scene on South Park with Randy where he's, like, blows up the whole, like, his whole entire office. That's how bad things are. I'd be happy for a center stage segment. My anxiety over what's in the next episode is just really boiling over now. Oh, I feel like that gif of Antonio Banderas where he looks at the computer and then he's like, oh, okay. Oh. We got to get through Carol and Lee to get there, but we've got reflection. I feel like a weight has been lifted. Vinny Slugga, are you still here?
Prescription for a good time. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, the Polish Prince.
Vinny, if you're still here, go in and tell your dad that Genie Was Sung is going to appear on screen soon.
Princess Carolyn Lee, plus reflection. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television. Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And you know, tonight you're not just looking at another old show. Tonight you're watching an all-new episode of Primetime.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, how about that? And the Red Sox just announced their new team slogan. The new slogan is, hey, we're never going to Disney World. But hey, it's our gee, wow, what a wonderful, beautiful thing show.
He called her a goddess at the Halloween party.
Beautiful things. Hey, here to perform Live for Love and You is the lovely and talented Genie and Reflection.
Oh man, I can't wait. I just gotta I gotta ground myself for a second. All right, let's go. Vinny, this is what you call the perfect woman. Genie Was Sung. Well, that's because I ruined it, remember? And I thought they were performances not shown on this show, and then it turned out they were all the next ones we were going to watch. All the edging. I can't believe this is real. Wow. Peak female performance. As Jimmy would say, period.
It would never cross my mind to find another lover. 'Cause after having been with you, there could be no other. Just touching you, I'm satisfied. Oh, I wonder why.
Alexa, record. Oh man, I needed that. Her dance moves are so funny. A-cuppers. Wow. She's got to put her hand to like keep herself under control. She doesn't want to lead with the pussy.
Yes,
Wow,
the
what a
lovely
dream.
and talented Genie and Reflection. And hey, we'll be right back with the one and only Polish princess, Carolyn Lee.
Oh, I feel this must be what it feels like when a Catholic gets baptized.
1976, George Cisneros had a stroke. 1990, Stanley Monroe had a stroke. 1982, George
Reflection
Vados
played,
had a stroke.
balls drained,
But
mind
stroke didn't mark
empty,
the end of their
vibes.
lives or their lifestyle.
Check.
Find out the warning signs of stroke from your American Heart Association. Because the sooner your symptoms are recognized and treated, the faster you'll get back into the swing of things.
When I first got my license,
Oh,
every
no.
time I left the house, my parents would say, "Remember to buckle up, dear." But I never did. It just didn't seem too cool. Besides, most of the time I was only going around the block. You know how parents are. Always telling you what to do. But you know what? I wish I'd listened. I really do.
How many times have we seen that?
Yes, welcome back to Primetime. And you know, when you think about Polish princesses, well, my next guest is one of them. One of them. I don't think the world is ready for another. Here's the one and only Polish princess, Carolyn Lee. Yes, Carolyn, welcome back to the big program. We're here again, once again, in your living room. You're still electric.
I know. It's so hard for me to have subdued clothes. I mean, it's an image I've created, a very expensive image, but...
I don't know. What do you do when you have to go to court?
Well, I had jury duty once. Remember that?
Yeah,
We did one show and I had to go out buy all new business clothes. Boy, that was disgusting. I'll never do that again. I just didn't feel like it was me there, but I couldn't go up on a jury like this.
Don't you dare. I see your phone here. Now, you also...
It's the maid's day off.
so Carolyn will be taking all calls. Don't forget, phone in now. The number is 1-242-SHOW. Talk to Carolyn live.
She thought he was going to dox her.
Right now, we're waiting. We're taking calls.
If I didn't know we were going to use this phone, I'd have spray painted it gold and put some rhinestones on it. It looks so unlike me.
Oh, we're unprepared.
I don't even want to touch this common peasant telephone, George.
Phone.
Yes, I have a Oh, it's totaled.
It's totaled?
Oh, I dropped it by mistake. Oh, you don't know about that.
That's a new mishap.
I sat on it and I said, "Ooh, I shouldn't sit on this." And as I got up, it got caught in my blouse, and I went to get it out, and it just totaled on the concrete, and it's trying to be repaired, but I think I totaled it.
Well, maybe you're better off without it. Because we were editing your other little...
Oh, that's embarrassing, but you can tell them it's funny.
Yes, we were standing in between takes in our control room. You were trying to call somebody. I think it was Kenny Mori. And the studio phone rang. I went over and picked it up, and it's you.
I know.
That had to be the Guinness World Record for the longest distance call to cover the shortest distance.
I know. And I heard your phone ring.
Huh?
See, your number was on top of
like
Ken's.
A coincidence.
Can anyone explain to me what just happened?
When you ever picked up and said hello, I said, "George, where are you?" You said 2 feet away from you, and it was like, we laughed. Well, we laughed on it.
Oh, Jeannie was sung.
But the call had to be routed through Boston.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
From Chicopee to Boston and back to Chicopee to talk to me 2 feet away.
You were like 2 feet away, and I'm saying, it was so funny. And then,
what was the bill for that call?
I don't know. It hasn't come in yet because that wasn't too long ago. But the funny part is, instead of me being so foolish, instead of just hanging up,
you kept talking to me.
And I said, "Well, why did you answer this phone? How did I do this? And why didn't I just hang up the phone and save some money and ask you all this, But I'm carrying on this.
$69.95.
I talked to George 2 feet away from where we're sitting.
Hey, that's better than those numbers for 95 cents a minute.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think that would have been cheaper, but that was really funny. That was not one of my smarter things I've done. But as you know, I am, a legend. But, these things happen that, we went to Poland. Do you want to talk about Poland?
You have to tell us about your Poland trip. I understand you performed on Chopin's piano.
I performed on Chopin's piano. That was the highlight
Oh
of the
my
trip.
gosh, really?
And it was quite an honor because I was
That's
told,
kinda
I
cool.
never realized what an honor it was. And I was told that even members of the Chopin Society are not allowed to perform on that piano.
Well, how did you get clearance for this?
I don't know.
Isn't there all that Polish red and white tape you have to go through?
Yeah, but I didn't touch any tape. I just called and asked if I'd like to perform on Chopin's piano, and I said, yeah, that would be nice. I mean, it was like, yeah, okay, I've done Carnegie Hall, I've done Las Vegas, I've done, I've never really been to Europe. It's my first time to go to Europe, my first time to Poland.
With your reputation, which precedes you.
Oh, well, it did. I
New Orgasm Scream was sung, yeah.
Poland. I really did.
What a babe.
It was a big thing that the Polish princess was in from America. And that was really, really
they
nice.
Have a big parade for you, or?
Well, no, but I'm expecting that next time. Because now they met me.
So what did you do when you performed on Chopin's piano? You were at his home.
I was at his
What's up,
birthplace,
Story Weaver Steve?
Right? And that was over Voller, I believe. I'm saying it right. I'm not quite sure. And, it was funny because just as I was getting good at my Polish, remember, I haven't used my Polish since my grandmother passed away, and I was just starting to get into this, and it was time to come home. I mean, but I was really into this Polish thing, and it was all coming back to me and everything, but this was really nice. We took, as you know, some people. We had about 30, 35...
Anandja, it's like having to listen to like a neighbor's story about their vacation, except this is being presented as television. I think it's very bold of George.
people from this area, well, fans, not just from this area, from your area, Springfield, Connecticut, that joined us and came with us.
England contingent.
Oh yeah, and we had a ball. And you know, I didn't have my orchestra with me, so of course it was a solo performance. And I did a Polish Ave Maria, which brought everyone to tears. It was really nice. I did a lot of Polish folk songs, and then of course I played Chopin and Tchaikovsky. And, you know, I did some classics and stuff. It was really, really nice.
You with a bouquet at the end?
Yeah, I got 4 bouquets that week. And then we had a party at the Forum Hotel in Krakow one night. And they had a grand piano in like their restaurant. So what we did is we turned it into a little hall.
Snooki's grandma,
and
same
after
fashion
we were going out to
sense.
dinner and come back from entertainment and everything. There was a group also from Springfield area, one of the churches, and they were staying that night in our hotel. So I invited them to come join us, and we had a sing-along, and it was just really, really nice. And then we went on a river raft ride, okay? And it's...
I don't know how well you handle boats.
Well, mine leaked.
Oh boy.
Well, I see this guy benting down, and I didn't
George
want to
felt
go
a
on
drip.
this river raft to begin with, but you know, the tour hostess can't stay off the boat while everybody else goes.
Right.
It's tradition, right? You go down, you see Czechoslovakia on one side, and I think it was in Zakopane, and you see Poland on the other side, and it was beautiful. Of course, we were there. So anyway, we'll stay on the raft ride, and all of a sudden we're going, and I'm finally taking videos, and I've acclimated myself to the fact I'm on this raft, you know.
Now we have to make it clear. You shot your own video footage.
Oh, yeah.
All these shots that the people are looking at.
Yes, I'm shooting my own.
Of Polish Princess Royalty Production.
As a matter of fact, the video is out. It should be out next week, and it's going to be $29.95.
He's boxmatized.
I'm just multi-talented. Or multi-stupid, I don't know which one. But anyway, but what makes this video funny is you've got all my funny comments in it. Which,
Oh,
you know,
of
that's what
course.
really makes it
You live
funny.
in Poland
With Carolyn Lee, right? It's like anybody can buy a Poland video and see what Poland is like, but you know, with the authenticity of the comments.
It's kind of Poland through the eyes of Carolyn Lee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
I hope you were wearing your glasses when you're shooting the video.
No, I wasn't, but you know, it wasn't too bad.
Self-focusing.
It has this automatic focus in the eye thing, so I just focused it from my eyes, you know.
Who needs focus?
But you know, I really got nervous when I saw our Polish guide in the raft bending down, and he gets this thing that looks like a coffee scoop, right? And he's bending down, he's bending up, and I sat in the back of the raft so the other folks could have the front view. And I said to somebody, "What's he doing?" I think our raft is sinking. At this point, we had about 6 inches of water in the raft, you know. But it was fun.
Just like, get the life preservers.
Yeah, they didn't have any for me.
Oh,
they
wow.
already told me that I didn't have one.
Oh, they don't have any regulations.
The Carolyn
over there.
Lee video? Oh, I'm
You know,
sure
I've
it's
been
out there.
invited back again next year. This just happened. You don't
So
even
are you
know
going to
this.
be performing on Chopin's piano again?
Yes. We're
see
leaving
here.
Memorial Day. I believe it's May 30th, and we're going 13 days back to Poland, the whole country again. Of course, being there now, I even know more, and I can even give more surprises. And then one night in Krakow, we're going to have a polka party with Carolyn Lee and her orchestra.
So you're taking
after
the whole
dinner.
band, the whole crew's going.
I'm going to try to take the whole band. Yeah, we're working on it. And we'd like to take as many people from your area as possible. Join us, folks. We have lots of fun.
So they can call and make their reservations right now. Right now.
Right now. We're
Right now.
Yeah,
On the phone, 1-800-242-SHOW.
Well, I don't see it.
Which is 7469, in case you're not sure.
In case you can't spell.
We'd love to have you because we are limiting it, and we do anticipate an early sellout on this one because everybody that went last year is bringing other people, and it's just, and we, for those
I
that
can't
went
find
last
anything.
year, we're doing some things different so that, you know, won't be an
So
identical
it'll never be
trip.
the same trip year after year after year.
No.
I understand. You also went to the place
kinda surprising.
where World War II began. You didn't start World War III.
Oh, no, but I almost fell off the monument.
World War III talk.
Oh, that was
This monument
terrible.
is like 100 feet high, and
And I was up there on top of the steps, and I went to take
Oh,
a
man.
video, and somebody said, "Don't take another step back." And I said, "Oh, my." I mean, you know, and yeah, we had just so much fun. I wasn't really too excited about going to Poland. I mean, I was excited about, you know, about playing the piano, Chopin's piano, and I've had so many good things happen to me in 5 years. It's
As soon as I
unbelievable.
found out who he
Small-town
was,
piano
I
makes no
was
engine,
very
you know, I lock it
excited,
in myself.
George.
And so I was pretty excited about that. And plus, I had just come in from on the road. I mean, now I'm really on the road a lot. So it's like you can't think of July when you got so many things going in June and so many things going in May. You have to take it like day by day.
One at a time. Exactly.
Right. And Oh, I don't have it here at home, but I have a Kasubian rhythm instrument that was given to me as a souvenir.
A what?
I can't.
Vesuvian rhythm instrument.
Yeah,
Vesuvian
I call him God
rhythm
Junior 'cause that was
instrument?
our tour
Okay,
guide in
I know what
Poland.
that
Looks
means.
just like him. And it's a man on a stick, and you hit it.
On a stick. Crap.
I'm using this in my show in October now. I start using it in October. I'm doing all of next year. My show will have a very special Polish segment, which is going to tie in with coming back from Poland. And I'm using this rhythm thing. But you have to imagine me going through customs with this stick about 6 feet tall, and it's a man with a mustache, and it's a stick, and it rings and got bells and a barrel on it. And I'm going through customs.
And
so
this was your tour guide?
No, he looked like the tour guide. So I wrapped him up in clear plastic, you know, and I'm going through customs, and that really got a lot of attention. I had everybody in customs, all the security guards and everything, really.
Well, you're truly international now.
Yes, now I am. And I like it.
One question, do they have Cheese Whiz in Poland?
No, but they had McDonald's. They just opened a McDonald's and a Burger King the day
what do
we
they serve at a
arrived.
Polish
Burger
McDonald's?
King.
Same thing as an American McDonald's. Hamburgers and Big Macs and Whoppers. No, Whoppers is Burger King. That was across the street.
Yeah, that's the competition.
That was in Warsaw, yeah. And I was very surprised. Warsaw, to me, looked like New York. It reminded me of New York.
So it is the big, huge, bustling city.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, we went to Gdynia and Gdańsk, and that's where the shipyard is and everything. And we went to Sopot, and that reminded me of Florida. Just like Florida, we stayed in the best of hotels, George. 2 meals a day, which I gained so much weight. I just finally have gotten off what I gained in Poland, because they make you eat. It's like, it reminded me of my grandmother. You know, you'd go up the house, you got to eat, you got to just eat.
Well, for food, it wasn't the usual menu that you find around.
Oh, no. We had a motto when we left here. We always have a coming home party. Like, we've got a party coming up for coming back from Poland. We're having a polka party in my parking lot at Royalty Productions.
Oh, I thought she was going to having a polka party in her pocket.
And we had it going away before, and I had told the people, we don't know what to expect, so we're going to have a motto, go with the flow. Well, one night when they served me this fish with an eyeball looking at me on the plate,
McDonald's.
everybody looked at my expression, and they all went,
Burger
1,
King.
2, 3, and everybody all together said to me, go with the flow. You know.
Well, go with the flow. We have to go with the flow. We're
flowing out the door.
Flowing out the door this time. Hey, stick around. We'll be back with more primetime wonderment. Maybe a few more stories from the princess, if we're lucky, right after this.
Of course, Doug's got to perform.
We pledged our allegiance to it when we were young. We studied its importance when we were in our teens. We sing its praises at every sporting event. We display it when we celebrate, lower it when we mourn, and honor our heroes with it when they've fallen. It stands for what we are and what we believe in. How we treat it says a lot about us.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
He's occasionally given us day-old ribs. When he was going to throw them out, he let us have them.
I'm always kind, aren't I?
Well.
Richard Kringle is my name, and public health is my game.
Chet Dragon, you have a wonderful, wonderful costume tonight.
I say nothing.
We're licensed and rodent-free.
Wow.
Yes, welcome back to the big program. And
Oh, look at the guy in the back
you're
trying
not
to
watching
get it in.
Another old show. No, you're watching an all-new episode of Primetime. And you know, we just can't get enough of that Polish princess. No. Here she is to perform a song that she composed for her friend.
Oh,
very
a
good
musical
friend,
performance
Liberace.
from
I
Carolyn.
think this is Doug's favorite song ever, That Special Smile.
That special smile makes my
Oh, wow.
heart all aglow. That special
So much glitz.
That special smile. Hope this feeling will never cease. When days are gray and you're not with me, I like to reminisce a while. And I want you to know I always will remember
Wow.
that special smile. When days are gray
Hey,
and
Doug.
you're not with
Great timing, man.
I like to reminisce a while. And I want you to know I always will remember your special smile.
My eyes are watering.
That was
Well, she's like a god tier piano player, but not, in my opinion, not a great singer. Like, she's a good performer, but I don't think her voice is that great, or even that good.
you, Lee.
Yes, the Polish princess Carolyn Lee, and as we've discovered, there's only one of her. And hey, how about this? Doug over here, he's sporting his brand new Janet Jackson t-shirt. Just bought it just last night at the big concert. And someday he's gonna grow into it. Hey, we better get out of here. Good night, everyone.
Talent must mean something else in Polish. Ooh, look at Jeannie with song breaking it down, girl. Wow. Do you think it's true that the reason that they had to show such like sparingly like use of Jeannie was sung is because the divorce rate in Chicopee doubled whenever her episodes aired? Mad Maggie's. Just think, this guy runs Warner Brothers. Doug Locke stole Looney Tunes from us. Nobody ever follows up.
It's so easy, a 2-year-old could do it.
People think you're crazy, like, seriously, like, people think you're crazy if you call them up about stuff that happened 30-some years ago. They'll think something's wrong with you. That's why she has to dress, like, in a pantsuit. Not that, remember the green dress she had for a while, though? We gotta sit through Doug and the Blues Brothers. Oh my god, but at least we get another reflection.
We're just kicking off the hot and sweaty season. It's prime time with me, Doug Locke. Oh, just kidding. It's prime time with George Dorunda. Tonight, we visit Mad Maggie's with Sam Devine. I get to dance for you.
There's our
Plus,
favorite
we have musical
zookeeper.
performances from Reflection and the Blues Brothers. So get ready for the most entertaining show on television.
Hi, I'm George Dorunda, and welcome to Primetime. And yes, we're here. We're ready for takeoff. We're here at Fitness First with my co-host for the evening, Dana Rogers.
Hello there.
And what are we accomplishing here? We're putting Doug through his paces, getting him ready and in shape beyond belief for his next video, right?
Better than Rocky.
Well, let's not push his luck.
Look at the guy go.
Oh, well,
Look at the guy
him
go.
Hey, come on,
Aphrodite delivery.
Pick up the pace. Up. Work. Faster. Because, after all, it's not just an old show. It's an all-new edition of Primetime. Now, is he going to be working out here for a while?
I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if he's going to last.
Well, he has to last at least a half hour. But let's move on with the show. It's Reflection, here to perform Hot.
Yes. Yes, finally. Now, we've seen this because I spoiled all of it, but this is maybe the best Reflections video besides Beauty and the Beast. There's the weird hair guy that plays the keyboard. I always like to know where he's at. What a woman. They got the one Janik brother way back in the line, and the other one's right up with her. Super old school IRL. Wow. Consummate professional. Keyboard guy. What happened to Jeannie was sung? What a video. What a... Do you think Bethadone would indulge me and do an episode of our true crime podcast about what happened to Jeannie Was Sung?
Yes, reflection and hot. And how's he doing, Dana?
God damn it, man. This video has 31 views and it's been up for 7 years. Like, that's just wrong.
He's
objectively.
not keeping up with me. Look at this.
Well, of course not. You're a highly trained athlete, aren't you?
Well, yeah. He's not doing too bad, though.
Well, he's got to try a little harder. Hey, stick around. We'll be back at Mad Maggie's pool right after this. Ha!
You think she would cut a hate promo on Jeannie Was Sung?
That's my dad. And that's Mom. Dad's got an idea. A way to get rid of all the grody garbage that's polluting the world. He's invented a big rocket ship to shoot all the garbage into outer space. Mom's not sure, but Dad says his invention will save the world.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. For your free recycling action guide, write Recycle. Environmental Defense Fund, 257 Park Avenue South, New York, New York.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and still to come, we have lots of entertainment. What happened to Doug? I mean,
Oh, hey, Randy.
Where's the pool? Where's the pool?
How's it
Come on,
going, man?
I'm ready.
No,
Where's the pool?
Doug, not that kind of pool. Not that kind of pool. And why aren't you working out? No swimming, not now. The pool. We're talking about Mad Maggie's pool over at Bay State West with our good friend Sam Devine. Get to work!
You must be mad.
Well, Sam, welcome to Prime Time.
Thank you, George.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Maybe
Mad
if she was
Maggie's
drunk.
In downtown Springfield at Bay State West.
Correct.
And when I walked in, a friend of mine told me about a pool room, and you think of those dusty, grimy old places of years gone by. But this kind of brings pool into the new age of the 90s.
Correct. What you have seen in movies or television shows, they always show you the downside of billiards, but in the 90s and even prior to that, since the early 1800s, you've had magnificent pool rooms. And in the 90s, of course, because of the rental costs in the malls and stuff, they're not as magnificent, but what we have tried to do is change the decor to match with the wants and needs of the people of the 90s.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about those country and western bar scenes.
No. Each billiard room that you have through the city of Springfield or other towns has its own personality. Mad Maggie's is basically set for
Back
the
in
90s
these days,
pool
you
player.
could have
men,
sex with a
women,
girl
and
on a pinball
family-oriented
machine in a
recreational
place
center
like this.
type. And with us being downtown and being close to Marriott, businessmen can come in now and play, and mall shoppers can come in and try their hand at it, whereas before they might have not gone to a pool room downtown that's on a back alley or something like that.
And it's also a place that you can leave the kids off while you're shopping.
Sure. You know, we have 2 tables up front here where we can watch and supervise the children and get them interested in a sport that's been around for a long time.
Now, everything here seems to be first class, from the construction of the tables to the balancing.
Yes. Mad Maggie's gets her tables from Schmidt's, and they're specially designed for us, custom built, made out of nice oak and custom pockets, and they're designed to be balanced by lasers. That way it gives it an accurate measurement as
laser
far as
technology.
shooting playing area. Very professional.
Yeah, bang a pool hall
Now,
rat.
Going
Hell
back
yeah.
to the beginning of billiards, how has it evolved over the years?
Well, I'm not that old, but basically going back, through the kings and queens in different countries, the royalty and the monarchs played it. The designs of pool tables varied from 5 feet all the way up to as 12 feet, up to giant tables of 20 feet, novelty type things.
Now, is there a standard regulation size table?
Well, most people now are comfortable playing on a 9-foot table, which we have here. You also have 8-footers, which most people use in their homes, 7-footers in small bar rooms, and then 5-foot coin-operated tables. They vary in size, but the 9-foot table is the most popular for billiard rooms. Again, it depends on how much space you have.
Now, is the popularity of...
There is a new pool hall in the area that just opened up. Should I see if the owner would talk to me and we could find out we could compare and contrast the realities of pool hall ownership, 30 years ago versus now?
Pool increasing now in the 90s?
It is increasing because more women are getting into it. It's not a macho type thing for men where men take...
How do women feel about coming into an establishment like this, which has been over the years dominated by men?
Very comfortable. In fact, I enjoy watching the women better than the men because they're not
me too,
over-aggressive. They learn very fast. They have a nice soft stroke, and they don't try to smash or kill the shots, try to get 4 balls in
They got a
one
smooth
shot,
stroke. They don't try to smash.
And when they do accept your authority as far as teaching them things, they listen, and they're very good at it.
Now, do you offer lessons here?
We offer where we can assist them into professional people that give lessons, like we have Rich Ross, who has joined us, and he can teach them more in 1 hour
that's
than
not
they can
all
learn going to a
all
billiard room
on
and
me.
smashing the balls around, which I think is very beneficial.
The witch content, I've got to go and meet with them off camera and establish the realities of the situation, and then figure out what they can, because I want them to treat it seriously. Like, I want them to perform an actual ritual. So I gotta handle them delicately.
Beneficial, and once they learn, you find more
Soft
women
stroke.
that come in and have their own sticks more than the men.
Now, having their own sticks, I have a few friends who have their customized sticks. What is the difference between that and your standard stick?
I'll ask if you can bang a chick on the pinball
They
machine.
give them what we call a bar stick, which is a solid one-piece stick made out of various woods, and it's not the quality as a 2-piece. Here at Mad Maggie's, we have a 2-piece Q-tick stick, and it ranges about $100 wholesale in cost, and it's a very good stick. And once people get accustomed to using that stick, then they can make the determination of how much they would want to spend on their own stick, because every time you go to a different billiard room, it's like having your own bowling ball. You feel comfortable with it, and you feel comfortable
It's like your own set of golf clubs.
Correct. Anything, it's more personalized for you. And but our sticks range from 19 ounces to 21 ounces, which gives them a good range.
Well, I want it to be real. Like, I want everything about it except for me in the scenario. Like, I want it to be all real. And then I'll just be like a proxy presence there.
And then when they come to make the determination that they want their own stick, they know what it is to play with a good stick. And we don't charge any extra for renting those sticks. They come with the price of the table.
Oh, wow. No
So
extra
the price
charge.
of the table includes everything.
At
And
regular
you also
ticket
have your own
prices.
Private room here.
We have a private room here for people that are serious shooters, or they want to use it to have a birthday party, or a fellow and his girl that maybe they shoot pool together and they want some privacy, and maybe he'll even propose marriage to her. It's right here. We have it for them.
Nah.
Has that happened?
That's if you want to fuck your girl on the pool table.
Not yet, because we've only been open 43 days, and people in Springfield have been very receptive to us. They've welcomed us with open arms in downtown, and the revitalization, it's a great place. We're glad to be here.
And how many tables do you have overall?
We have outside, we have
wow,
a
nice
21
artwork.
tables total with
Was
one
sung
table
as
in
a safety
here.
word?
So we have 20 in the outer room and 1 in our private room for a total of 21.
Sounds like something.
No, years ago we were talking earlier.
Sounds like something a bad guy in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie would say. Like, Jean-Claude was choking him out, and he'd be like, "Say it," and he's like, "What's sung?"
About in New York City. New York City was a capital of pool players.
Yes. At one time, they had 4,000 pool rooms, and each one of the pool rooms, if they had under 30 tables, wasn't considered a pool room, but they were done in grand style, with chandeliers and wide open spaces. And the one that particularly stands out is the one that was in Chicago, where they had 88 bowling lanes, they had a snack bar on each floor, a full-size restaurant, 14 barber chairs, manicure stands, smoke shops, and then a large area for an auditorium for 250 people to sit and watch a good match. And so a lot of those grand rooms are around, and they're just fantastic, and you never saw that side because they weren't movie subjects. But if people really wanted to get into, find out more about it, you know, the books we recommend are Steve Meserak's complete book on pool.
Steve Meserak, oh my
Get in
God.
touch with the local association.
If you guys don't know who Steve Meserak is, he used to release these. We gotta watch some of them now sometime. But he would release these awful trick shot pool, how to do like pool trick shot videos. They were awful. The original Miz.
That's very strong on getting people to play pool. It's called Papa. And they have these books that they can offer the people to how to play pool right. And billiards. And learn a lot about it. It's a fantastic sport for men, women, and children. And
You can
it's
relax,
clean.
you can play it year-round.
Year-round. Weather doesn't have be any effect. And men and women are on an equal basis when they shoot.
And here, you don't
That's a
allow
controversial take.
Right.
That
We don't
wouldn't
allow
hold up now.
spectators because the fact is that we want people
He'd
to
get
come and
canceled
enjoy
for that.
shooting pool without being bothered. A lot of people say, well, what if my wife doesn't shoot? That's fine. You can bring your wife or girlfriend. She can watch you. But the spectator rule is like you'll get some places where two guys come in to shoot pool and they bring 15 friends and they're standing around tables, which could bother other serious shooters at the table. So we don't allow spectators. We're a shooter's room. We want them to be relaxed and have a good time.
Well, I've never been a serious shooter anyway.
Well, even if you're not a serious shooter, you know, a lot of people feel
Well,
intimidated
self-owned.
if they can't play pool like they think other people can. But most people today, they go out, it's relaxing, and those that all of a sudden like the game, they get serious, they get their own sticks, and they'll rent this private room to get better, or they'll even inquire about purchasing a table.
Whatever
for their
happened
home.
to Jeannie was
You know,
sung.
so I mean, again, it's a great sport. It's clean. We provide a clean, safe place for everybody.
Is that
We're
what all
located
this is leading
downtown.
to,
We
is
provide for their parking,
trying
and
to figure out what
validation
happened to Jeannie
next
Wasung?
to Champions and the Marriott. So if they wanted to spend a weekend at the Marriott and then come down and have some
At
good
the
food
Marriott?
and drinks and then come over and play billiards, it's a great place to be.
The perfect weekend getaway.
Perfect weekend getaway. And you meet a lot of nice people here.
Perfect.
We have a great staff down here who will answer your questions and go out of their way to help you.
Lala.
You know, any which way you want to know anything about the sport of billiards. And Mad Maggie's as a company has that attitude. And we have a location in Danvers. And
Now, Mad Maggie's is a growing chain.
is a growing chain. They won awards last year for their art and design and management. And it's been designed by our Ray Van Dale out of Rhode Island.
Oh,
And
Van
he's won
Dale out of
awards.
Rhode
But
Island.
The
Okay.
theory behind Mad Maggie's is a safe, clean environment, family-orientated, and we have a nice billiard parlor.
Well, Sam, it's been a pleasure being here at Mad Maggie's. Maybe I'll have to take you up on an offer.
If Jeannie
and,
was
play
sung
a
as an
little.
Play a
OF.
little one, but you're not playing against a pro. I enjoy watching
I think
it more
ATF
than
Media
playing,
would have
and
found
I
it by
thank you
now.
for doing a segment about us, and I hope everybody in Springfield comes down with open arms and see what we're all about. And I thank you again, George.
Hey, it's a great place. And stick around. We'll be back with more primetime fun right after this.
Oh, here he goes. Serious shooter.
You don't have to embarrass a friend to keep her from drinking and driving. You could just explain things to her.
It's 6:45 and our party's at 9 and I still got shopping to do. But if you drive, you'll have to drop me off and pick me up and then I'll be late and you won't be ready. So I'm
thought
gonna
that was
drive
Linda
and drop
Blair
you off,
for a
and then
second.
I'm gonna do all the things I need to do and I'll be back in time to help you set things up. Okay? All right.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Oh boy. Dude, George is literally giving this guy like a Goldberg push. There's no way the audience of the time at the time liked this guy. Now he's not getting over, so now George is willing to try to anchor Doug to Jeannie Wasung, the true hero of the show.
Yes, welcome back to the big program, and we're here. Dana's putting Doug through his paces, getting him in shape.
Come on.
Faster, 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 faster. Work. And you know, he is somewhat of a dancer, you know.
Oh, really?
And right now, somewhat. You weren't in shape. Now we're trying to get you in shape for your next big performance. And right now, we're going to take a look at Mr. Doug. You know, he danced one other time on the program. We had a lot of cards and letters, but we decided to let him do it again anyway. Here's Doug to do one of his dance routines.
Doug Locke is probably responsible directly for Looney Tunes being taken off of Max. I'm going to say it again.
Something called Zippity Doodah.
What's up, Radio Foreman? Doug Bros are feasting right now. Zippity Doodah? Can we use this to get... Is there some way we can use this clip of the vice president at Warner Brothers dancing to Zippity Doodah to get the Looney Tunes back on Max? No. I'm saying Goldberg was over, but like Goldberg got a big push and he made good on it. Like, he's not doing anything, so they're just like, since he's not even getting over with his Goldberg push, George has to attach him to Jeannie Wasung, hoping like for a Hail Mary. Your Roman Reigns push. Okay, like, alright, do you think that in reality, in his brain, do you think that Doug and George think this is good? Like, honestly good? Like, hey, this is an entertaining, well-made video? Or do you think that Doug understands what he's doing here? Oh my god. Oh, and then they're putting Wasung in there. Huh?
So what do you think? Do you think he's quite a dancer?
I think he needs some work.
Well, he needs more work because he kept running out of energy the last time. And you know, Doug, you know, I don't ever want to see this ever again. That outfit. You know, he had like three. There were two or three of him.
Oh my God.
No, not that one either. I don't want to. You see, after you looked at that for about 6 months, there were like 3 Dougs. There was Doug 1 and Doug 2. No, I told you, I don't ever want to see. Take those outfits and burn them. Dana, do you think you can take care of that for us?
I think I could.
Oh, Madonna.
Well, I suppose we'll have to settle
Sneak
for Madonna.
diss on
Hey,
George.
But here's some real talent. It's the Blues Brothers performing Rawhide.
Rawhide! Rawhide! Rowdy Yates!
What?
Though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling. Rawhide. Don't try to understand them, just rope, throw, and brand them. Soon we'll be living high and wide. All the things I'm missing, good vittles, love, and kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Ride 'em in, drag 'em down, cut 'em out, drag 'em up, ride 'em in. Rawhide, move 'em on, ride 'em in, head 'em up, hit 'em in, move 'em on, ride 'em in, rawhide.
It was worth it to get the hot, hot, hot video. Who picked the song?
Soon we'll be living high and wide. Don't try to understand them, just rope, throw, and brand them. Soon
Look,
we'll be living.
if I were at this concert, and I'm not lying, I would just walk up onto the stage, I would take the microphone, and I'd be like, look, folks, I'm sorry that I didn't say anything sooner, but obviously this show is over. Like, everybody go about your business. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Pack your shit. Just get out of town. That's all you could do. There's the guy from Reflection with the weird hair. He loves it.
Mr. Steve Cropper.
Keep it rolling to, yeah, exactly. Low effort, man. Just low effort. He didn't even crack the whip.
Yes, the Blues Brothers performing Rawhide. And Dana, what do you think? Can he keep up with you?
Not really.
Well, after all, you are a trained athlete, and he's only a part-time dancer, I guess.
That's right. He needs a little work, but you know, I think if he was consistent in his efforts, he would get there. He could be a highly trained athlete.
But he has to try a little harder.
Yeah, he tends to get tired too quickly.
Well, that must be from all that additional sugar. More power bars, right?
That's right. That's the recipe right there. More power bars.
Hey, power bars, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Prime Time. Good night, everybody. Work harder, harder. Stroke,
Oh, wow.
stroke, stroke.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is this at? Okay. Do power bars exist? I don't know. Powerade does. George really dislikes Madonna. Oh boy. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, the show is definitely still prime time, but it is weird with the Doug era is definitely weird. Lots of footage with George at the gym, but no working out. Yes. All right, I don't have enough time to watch a whole nother episode, but I do want to watch a real quick, it's only 36 seconds, Healthy Family Force video. We need to end with some energy. Okay, let's see. There we go. What items do I think? I don't know about that, man. Let's see, is it a short? Oh man, they have so many videos. Oh gosh. Let's see if we can find it, like Healthy Family Force. Tuesday. Mets. Let's see if that works. Oh, here we go.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go bet on the Mets game, and it's about to start. So let's go. Okay, Merriman. Now we gotta go.
We gotta watch it one more time. This is a Richard masterpiece, by the way, I think. They stopped to film someone that fell on the escalator. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. What energy from Jedi Joy. Alright guys, I'll be back tomorrow for Memphis. Saturday is Boyd Watch with special Vinny Slugga thumbnail.